Hello and welcome everyone to the International Kriegsspiel Society live game. We're excited for this one because it's going to be a little bit different from anything that's ever been done within the Kriegsspiel Society before. We are uh, going for realism. We're using a 3D map used with generated from satellite imagery and topographical info, and then miniatures 3D miniatures as well, and scaled to match. And very excited to try it out and try and play Kriegspiel with a more realistic view. Don't tell Marshall that we're using miniatures. These are just very detailed blocks. And we are starting, so I hope you enjoy the show. I am here with Lieutenant Colonel Andrew, and you are to the right of the line, in just in some fields or open grassland, just to the west of some vineyards, and a bit on your own. The rest of the command's kind of off to your east, but your men have formed up as ordered, and you're kind of set a little bit behind a ridge, so the view's not great. But there's just open farmland, grass fields up ahead. So far, you've not seen any sign of the Confederates that you're expecting to come this way. And do you have any orders?
No, I will hold the position for now.
Okay. You do have, so you've got 7 companies, A through G. So on your front
Hmm.
line, just so you know, if you want to give specific orders, A is on the far left, and it goes B, C, D, E, and then in reserve you've got F and G behind you.
Perfect.
Just so you know. All right, thank you. All right, Lieutenant Colonel Wetchke.
Yes.
Let me first make sure. Okay, you got your screenshot. Um,
Okay.
so since you are not with the rest, I don't know if it was shared during your planning. Um, oh no, you were. You know everything. Never mind. So you were sent to the east side of the river to screen that way. Um,
Right.
you've already come down that road for several miles since crossing over the river, and as you can see ahead, you're approaching the river again and a ridge line. And you're not positive because you don't see it yet, but you think you're getting close to where the bridge should be. So far, no sign of any Confederate contact.
Okay. This is that farm that sits in the middle of an area east of the river.
I'm not. I'd have to look at your map. Uh, you think so? Yes.
I think so. Ah, okay. Uh these are my two. So these are all 60 horse guys, and they're kind of bunched together.
Yep.
Uh, what options do I have to kind of split them up a bit?
Um, please don't, because I can't do that with the pieces I made. They're just bunched as
Yeah,
they are.
okay. That's what. Yeah, I just wanted to know how reconnaissance was handled. So, okay.
They can dismount if you need them to, though.
Now I want them to stay mobile right now until we find out what's going on. All right. Send the first. I'll ride with the second unit, and I'll stay. Send the first one to continue down the road. Nothing on this other side,
And this,
and I will follow them like around 100 yards distance with the second unit.
okay, that sounds good. So you go about 100 yards with the second unit, and then hold and let the first go off.
Yeah, yeah. The first, we'll go take a good look down the road. We'll just keep going down the road.
Got it. Okay.
I really need vedettes, kind of a couple of guys in each location. But all right,
Yep.
like I said, I'll hang back with the second unit so I can either react or we get up a different direction if we need to.
Yeah, and you can order the vedettes. I just can't portray that with the pieces that I have.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what I mean. Give us a good 50-yard screen as much as we can on either side. I don't want anybody getting stuck in the woods though, but
Yep. Okay.
couple of eyes to left and right, and a main reconnaissance road.
Got it. All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right. We have no idea how far to move these blocks
Okay.
or
Who's
pieces.
moving? Where?
This main line, so Peabody and Sherman's main line is going to be advancing forward
Wait, where'd the
up to this
artillery
point.
go?
They want to go in column and limber up, so I've put them on the road.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So flip them if they're in. Put the horses in front if they're getting pulled by the horses.
They're moonwalking horses.
Right, so this is where I put the cavalry for the Confederates at that intersection.
That's fine. Did the cavalry want to pull ahead or stay with the infantry?
They just said go forward. So
Okay, maybe just to speed things up, I'd put them like a little bit further just to give them contact.
let me move that artillery.
But you can leave the artillery where it's at. It's just the horses are faster.
Oh, well, it's horse artillery. At least it says it is.
Oh, that's true. All right, and then the Union infantry is just advancing.
Yep.
All right, so just put
With the skirmishers in front,
all right. So
and Gordon is going to meet Andrews.
how many skirmishers are supposed to be? Like all along the line, or?
I'm not entirely sure. It just started with those three, and they said move those skirmishers
We'll
up.
just represent. All right, so that line's that's probably a little slow, but about right. Something about that.
All right, and would Gordon be able to meet up with Andrew this turn?
Yeah, so you can go ahead and co-locate them.
All right.
All right, so they would see those guys, see the skirmishers.
Oh, don't move. Massachusetts isn't moving.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I got all the co-located guys.
Sorry.
All right, I think that's good. We just gotta get rid of the orange arrow, and then are all the Confederates moved?
I think so.
Except the NPC Mississippi. I can just drag them behind if you want.
Yeah, just move them. I mean, nobody can see them.
Great.
All right, so let's go ahead and do screenshots. It's 15:15.
My poor computer.
Oh, do I need to do it for you?
I most likely this is going to take a while.
So Gordon went to over here, right?
Yeah,
Alright,
Gordon
so
went
he
over
went-
to Andrew on
think he
the
just-
right flank.
I think they just see these skirmishers and then.
Did I crash out of Discord?
No,
Now
I'm
you're here.
Okay. I looked up and everything froze.
Uh-oh. Alright, and then Cole.
I'm good now, but
Okay, I think that. Oh my god, that's blurry. Oh yeah, I just got really blurry.
Where did Colgrove go? Is he moving up with his men?
yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna see. Oh, and the skirmishers are gonna be firing at that. Objects. Where'd the smoke go? It's definitely gonna be shooting.
Is that? Oh, okay. I didn't know what the range was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely in range. So I won't roll anything yet. They're just taking some initial
Pop shots. Pop shots.
Let them know
Yeah. Okay.
they found him. They're getting shot at.
Yep. All right. I'm just trying to make it so this is blurry as hell. So.
Dang it, horsey, stand up straight. There you go. Alright, we'll do.
I don't know how your computer handles this.
I have a nice computer.
Okay. I just have a Mac, so
Oh, it's still really blurry, but it is what.
Viciously cheat off you guys for next turn.
Let's see, and then Peabody is the artillery.
I think the skirmisher fire is close enough that everyone on the map would hear it. Fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll
You
hear
said
it.
it's 15-15.
15, yeah. So I think I just gotta do Wetschki and then we're good for the Union.
Or
So hard to find him. There he is.
All right. He's 2 on commanders. I'll send that.
Alright, all the screenshots are out for you, Wolfton. You can go get them.
awesome. Thank you.
Let's see. So Peabody and Colgrove, I guess, are close enough. Alright.
I'm gonna go get Gandy and Mercer then.
I sent their dispatches. All right. Cool.
Alright. Lieutenant Colonel Wetschki, so you issue the orders and your first, or Squadron A, rides off and disappears into the trees. You advance 100 yards with Squadron B, passing by a few homes. Ahead you can see a ridge drops off into the river off to the right. And you can hear some small arms fire echoing from the west. Just intermittent crackle of musket fire.
Skirmishers. Nothing in front. Nothing. No sounds from in front.
No sounds in front. What are your orders?
Follow my first group. This is a river and not a creek.
With with
Okay.
the squadron that's with you?
Oh, I see. Yeah, the ridges are dropping down, but like, how deep is the water here?
You're not very familiar with the terrain, so it's hard to say without going down and looking at it.
And I can't send someone down.
Yeah, you can if you want.
Right. Have a pair. Yeah, however you want to simulate that. Just have a pair of guys go follow the road down to where these tracks, I guess, go down to the ridge and just see if we're dealing with something that can be like splashed across or something that's going to take some time. Everybody else is going to follow the first group. I had kind of wanted to stay. It wasn't clear. I wanted to stay a little closer to them.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Alright. You guys haven't got an update yet, right?
No, just the screenshots.
So General Gordon rides over to join with Lieutenant Colonel Andrew, as you see. The Indiana has advanced on your left, and you can hear fire coming from the skirmishers up that way. That's in front of the line.
Oh, that's curious.
And other than that, it's been quiet where you're at.
Okay. Yeah, move quick then to get onto his right. I'm gonna ride back to Colgrove and Peabody because I wasn't expecting the Confederates to be on us that quick.
Right. So, I will order all companies to move up to form a line with Indiana
On
on the right.
Double quick or normal?
No, normal. And company E.
Yeah, fair. Fine. Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Double
that's fine.
total? Okay.
No, normal should be good. It's just a matter of if they can push that gap. That would be a problem. But
You're in charge.
I'd
Here
say
we go.
move at the double. Move at the double quick.
Alright.
Just make sure you're in line with them.
Okay. And company E will join the reserve. So I will have 3 companies in the back and 4 in the front.
Okay. Thank you.
You already got.
Yeah, I get it for both of them. We're good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Jen,
Chinleaf.
why are you here, brother?
He's muted. I don't know.
He's
I
dead.
just woke up.
He's dead.
Okay. Who were you before?
He's Posey. He's
Posey.
16th man.
Who was? I forget who Posey was.
I think he's the NPC that we were
Yeah,
NPCing.
he's
So
Okay.
he's
Well, then you're easy to insert. Go ahead and jump down to your channel, and we got you.
stay up, horse.
I know. I should have left their bases on him because this is annoying.
It's like, yeah.
Are these reserve batteries or what are these?
They are. What is that? Oh no,
Auxiliary?
they were missed. They should be moving up because he had 6 guns total.
Okay.
So are the buildings actually being represented, or are they not?
The buildings are real. Everything's real. I mean, obviously
Okay,
there's
okay.
cars and
Right, okay.
power lines, but yeah, all the houses
Okay.
are houses and trees are trees and.
Okay, cool. All right, understood.
All I need is McDonald's. That's all we need.
I picked this map specifically because it looked the most non-modern as it could get. So
Somewhere there is a Colonel Posey. I'm gonna rename Kirkland. But someone's gonna find a Colonel Posey at some point.
He's somewhere in the
I
thing.
don't know where he is. I don't think I moved him. It's the Mississippi guy, but I
okay.
probably did.
Oh, there's a
Gordon's-
Posey out there. You can just rename a horse. Are the skirmishers falling back, or what? Are they just, I guess, holding?
They're just. I mean, it's just cavalry. So honestly, it
What's the
makes sense.
cavalry doing? Are they firing from?
Cavalry. Yep, they're
Stop.
firing. Where they're. Yep, they're firing from horse. Yep.
Oh well, okay. I'm not prepared for that. Let's see.
I think the skirmishers would have a massive advantage, especially with the cover from the houses.
Yeah, let's see. What do we? We're gonna be umpired by field this time. So with the cavalry withdraw probably. I think so. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, especially with the
Wait,
infantry coming up.
Yeah.
Hey.
So
So, I'm now confused. Why are they withdrawing?
well, they fired a few rounds and they're getting hit with more accurate fire, so they're gonna fall back.
Okay.
We won't give
Then
them a
the commander-
disruption or anything yet, but
I would give them a disruption for firing.
Now,
in
a
line.
disruption would mean that they're reduced units.
yeah,
so
a
now-
disruption's like losing
Yeah.
8 men, which is
Yes,
maybe
sir.
maybe one of them I'll do it, but not all of them. We'll just do that. So they
I
fired
have to.
a volley or two and then fell back.
I have to ask. Are we gonna roll for a player death? No. I'm just
We might. If it comes to
kidding.
it. All right.
Now that they were specifically behind the building, that's why I asked.
I mean, as
Oh,
Skrubsky knows, I would never roll for a player death.
Never.
Skrebsky, he's got the Confederate CIC, right?
I do.
Did he delegate these guns to anybody? They're just like
Yep.
mushed between.
Yep.
Who
he
owns
set
them?
one- They're in. If you go into his channel, he has all
Got
of
it.
them set up
Alright.
dispatch.
Alright, no one's gonna notice as I move these back here.
All right. So it's now 15:30. Go ahead and do screenshots. Oh, yeah. I guess we all got to keep up with dispatches.
I'm gonna have
Man,
the
I have to
cavalry
do
turn
work.
around.
Yeah, I've gotten used to not doing dispatches because we've had someone. Oh shoot, I'm doing the Confederate side. Wrong side.
Aha! None of my players are giving. Dang it, Gordon! As soon as I say no one's giving a dispatch, Gordon writes a dispatch. Oh, okay, no, that's you. Never mind.
Who do you want to take Posey?
Oh, which of you?
He's behind my dudes. Like I can try to take 3 because he's doing exactly the same thing.
I can, if he's doing it, I can help move him, Panzer, if you want me
Okay,
to.
I'll scream
Yeah.
and panic if I can't do 3 and 15.
Yeah, you can do it. You got it.
Yeah.
And once they get all fighting, maybe we'll readjust. But you can handle. 3.
Excellent, love it. I'm gonna go to screenshots.
All right, so I'm doing. All right.
All right.
I need hands to start moving. Let's see where we. Let's see.
I think that no, they probably see more than that.
I'll start getting orders. Then for Riddick.
Works. Ooh, I love
Gotta
it.
readjust. Damn it, Wayne! Stop talking to me too much in DMs.
You gotta silence them.
Yeah, I'm going to here in a minute. It's like,
Colgrove,
I was stupid and I was like, oh yeah, I can help out. And it's like, oh god.
Peabody are all together. Andrews is on his own.
So, dispatches. So we did that wrong.
Your screenshots are out. You can go ahead and go. Wolf,
Yeah, I just gotta do.
whenever you're ready. Dang it, it's so hard to find the cavalry. There they are.
Yeah. Wait, what? He's sending a dispatch to the Union. What?
Are they talking smack already?
You better not
he's
be duel.
definitely
It's gonna be duel me. It's gonna be a fucking
who's-
duel.
Yeah, it is absolutely. I
That's
don't
like
know
Greaves'
who should.
MO now.
Yep. Where do you want me to send this?
Whoever, just pick someone.
Who's in front?
On the Union side?
Yeah.
You have it send it to Gordon, the CIC.
Okay, we'll send it to Gordon's.
I'm gonna go get updates. Alright, General Andrews.
Yes.
You give the order, the bugle is sounded, and the men advance as ordered at the double time. As a result, the line gets a little bit discombobulated, especially as some of the men are having to move through the vineyards to your east-left, which is difficult. You can continue to hear small arms fire not far off to the left of you, where the Indiana is, 27th Indiana. And still no action on your side, so that's good, I guess. What are your orders?
What am I seeing? There are 3 companies. Did they come from Indiana or
everything you can see is yours. You can, except you do see a few skirmishers up ahead. Those are Indiana's.
Okay, my screenshot. I don't know. It's a bit confusing for me.
Sure.
So I formed up the line. Okay, then it's good. Okay, my reserve is lagging behind. I see. Okay.
Yes.
Well, then all's good.
Okay.
No more orders.
No change.
No change.
How on earth did that happen? Oh. Alright. And do you want to be ahead of your line or stay behind, kind of like how you are?
Just behind the line.
Got it. Alright, thank you. Alright, Lieutenant Colonel Wetchke. You go a little bit further down the road into the woods. The 2 men that you sent down to the river come back and tell you that it's fairly deep. Gets down. It's not easily fordable, from what they can tell.
Okay.
At least where they checked. And as you ride ahead and catch up to Squadron A, who was just about to send someone back to you, they inform you that they have found the bridge crossing the river to the to the south.
I can see that.
No contact at all. You can still
no
hear small arms fire far off to the west.
Very far off to the west, like it's diminished since we've gotten here.
No, not diminished. About maybe picked up even in intensity.
Okay. Pair of riders across the bridge, down the road, a few hundred yards, just to make sure that road is clear. Rider back to. You want me to write a dispatch to send back?
Yeah, if you want to send a dispatch.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Made me laugh.
All right. What's going on? Where are the?
They're dismounted units for the Confederate cavalry somewhere.
Oh yeah, Confederate dismounted are hiding somewhere. Hold on.
If you could,
I moved them back. Oh, here they are. I'll grab them for you if you want me to. Oh, shoot.
I appreciate it. They need to go here. Just put them there, and then I'll get them.
Hold on. I'm bringing them over. Oh, right. Where?
Yeah, just drop them right there. That's fine, and I'll take them from there.
Here's a dead guy. Should we do it? We had a couple dead Confederates, right? Horsemen. There you go.
All right.
And that smoke's gonna dissipate.
I've got an interesting order from the Union infantry.
Okay.
They want to pile up some sticks and stones and create a kind of hasty defense where they are.
Okay. They can.
Do not.
We won't represent it, but they can start doing that.
At least they have skirmishers in front of them. Those would be much worse if they didn't actually have
Are
skirmishers.
the skirmishers staying where they're at, or are they advancing at all?
I didn't get orders. I would say naturally the skirmishers would advance forward to probe out the enemy, but it's up to you.
We'll do maybe those that feel a little bit more bold with trees will do that, and these guys will stay in this tree group.
Oh, these guys occupy this set of buildings right here.
There you go. That works.
Where'd my arc? Where'd my cannon?
I stole someone's cavalry. I'm so
What
sorry.
have you done?
It's my fault. It's all my fault.
You killed us all.
Alright, so I guess no combat really. Is anyone shooting?
I mean, if they
I guess those dismounted cavalrymen are shooting.
prob.
I gotta go.
I'm still adjusting here, so give me a sec. That should be right. Yeah. And let me get their horse.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for that then.
There's also cannons there. There's 2 cannons there, but I don't know if they fire at skirmish.
Where's this cannons at? In the trees?
They're on the they're
The
on
edge of
the
trees?
fire. Yeah, at the edge of the trees. Yeah, they're like right here.
They probably would have just gotten there though, right? So we'll have them fire next turn.
No, they've been there. They unlimbered. Yep.
Oh, well, okay. I guess they're shooting. So we'll do some canister shot.
Oof.
Alright, so these skirmishers are scurrying back. They don't like that. So these guys are going to push deeper into the trees.
All right, move those guys out of the way.
Okay. Next time you ask if they want the artillery fire canister and if they want where they want them to aim for.
Okay,
Next time. Alright, are we good for screenshots now then?
I think so. So the skirmishers fell back. Copy.
Yeah, so in terms of descriptions, they can hear canister shot firing from the trees ahead on the Confederate side, and those nearby can see skirmishers running back out of range of them.
Okay.
Let's see. Alright, so where's Gordon? Did he go back to Andrews?
Yeah, he's going back to Andrew.
Okay. Well. Whoever's got an orange hand, I need you to move it. Thank you.
Okay, there it goes. Panzer went back down, so I don't know what.
Maybe he's already got it.
All right, cool.
I think Chinleaf is mad at me.
Oh,
Could be.
Why?
Because
execute him.
there's nothing for him to do. Like, he's like, I guess I keep walking. I'm like, well, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
brother.
Starts with a marching simulator. That's
Right?
all right.
Just put on War and Peace. You'll get through 5 reruns and then get into combat.
I mean, my games get people in combat faster than pretty much every other.
Yeah.
I just torture people.
Can't confirm.
All right, orange hands. Need you to move again.
No.
Let's see. Are they? Where's the Colgrove and Peabody are here? Okay. What are we gonna
Yeah.
show? They're gonna see lots of
Uh,
smoke.
Panzer, do you need help moving units?
Yeah, if you can just shuffle this column up to here, that would be great. The Mississippi guys behind them, they're all just sticking together. The Alabama guys decided to move a little bit less and deploy into 3 lines too wide. That's that.
Colgrove, Peabody. All right, all your screenshots are done, Wolfton.
Fantastic. Thank you for doing all my work for me.
You're welcome.
Are any of the Union guns firing, by the way?
No, they're still.
You can hear Confederate guns.
I can hear Confederate guns now. Okay, great. Well, they can hear guns. They can't tell us.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Ellie will be back.
Right.
All right, General Wetchke, you send the men forward across the bridge to scout ahead. They have not returned yet. All remains peaceful on your side of the battlefield. You can now hear artillery fire coming from the west. Kind of the unmistakable ping of canister shot. And more musket fire keeps growing in intensity. Any orders? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You got orders for me?
Yeah, I need to wait for the scouts to come back.
Alrighty.
Let me know if there's any sign of any dust or anything on this road here.
Got it.
And the messenger's on his way.
Yep, he's left with your dispatch.
All right.
Good. Thank
Yeah. That'll be it for now.
you. Alright. Who do I have? Okay. How's it going so far, McPanzer?
I think it's going pretty well. I'm happy with the system. I'm unhappy with my own response time, but I'm living the dream.
Alright. Is someone moving the Confederate wagons? I am.
Wasn't me, sorry.
No, it's fine. The only thing I don't like is the pieces only turn at 15-degree increments.
Yeah, it makes them wiggle on the road kind
So
of
they
weird.
don't line up perfectly, which bugs me, but
They'll get over it. You're doing them all a favor.
yeah.
They complain, kick them.
This artillery, I assume, is about to unlimber.
Who's?
I don't know, at the Union side.
Oh.
I'm assuming they are. I could be wrong.
Stupid horsies.
Never liked them. Fuck you, Mr. Fox.
All right. There's trouble. Okay.
Is the Union artillery supposed to unlimber? Because I just unlimbered it.
I have no idea. I'm not handling it. That's Mr. Wolf.
Oh, Wolfton, where's he at? Oh,
He's not
where'd
back
he
yet.
Go here.
Ah, man. Yeah, Wolfen's getting our orders, James.
I was just trying to hear if the artillery was unlimbering or not.
Once I get over to that,
there.
once I get over to that leftward company, which is on the main line.
Yeah, we'll move that company.
I think Colonel Gordon wanted it to the left,
Yeah, we will
Yeah.
extend the line to give room for the artillery.
and then I'll unlimber and I'll load explosive shot first, case shot.
Yeah.
Because we'll have some decent distance. I don't think they'll be in canister range when they appear.
What's like the firefight coming at the skirmishers? Is that from the cavalry still, or is that infantry now?
All you
It's
can
just-
see is smoke.
All
Yeah.
I see is smoke. Okay. I'll have them forward for one more round.
Right.
Alright.
That should be everything then.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you.
I had a quick question for the skirmishers.
Yeah.
Andrew will deploy skirmishers into the woods to his right, and I'm not sure how to do that with these pieces.
You just copy one of the skirmishers and put him in the woods. I just did it. He just wants a couple.
Yeah.
So we'll just do that. Something to guard the flank. Not a bad idea.
I'll also serve their artillery. Their original order was to go behind the main Union line and
I just did what I think
deploy.
I put him there.
Yeah.
So I think we're good. And these guys are gonna have to get out of the way. Okay, so combat-wise, we're still missing the Confederate artillery. What are they doing? Canister range.
They're holding fire. They repositioned like a tiny bit, but they're not firing.
Okay, we'll just
Like
get
they
rid-
push the guns. Yeah.
Get rid of the guns. Is the cavalry still firing? The dismounted
Nope.
cavalry?
Nope. Unless they come into range, they're to fire.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's pretty far
I can't
distance.
see three.
That's
Yeah,
Trying
so
to three.
They're just kind of
Um,
holding.
I'm slowing everybody up. Would anybody
you're
be
fine.
willing to
You're
take
fine.
one of
What do
the
you-
three next turn?
What do you?
If you could get orders from Mercer and Posey, they're probably just going
I
to
can't-
walk.
Okay. That'll give me 4 people.
No. Just for this turn, and then
Oh,
they
this
can
turn,
sort
okay.
out the next
I
turn.
could probably
Okay.
handle them. I'm not doing screenshots.
Yeah, let
That would be-
Wolfton,
Fantastic.
Okay.
So
And then
Posey and Moser.
Mercer and Posey.
Posey and Mercer.
Alright,
Sorry,
so
I
not
guess.
really much combat this turn, just skirmishers.
None from Canty. Canty's going to deploy skirmishers. I just need to go find this Confederate skirmisher token.
So we will screenshots now. What time?
Han, has the other Confederates moved this for 1545? Have they moved for this turn?
No, neither.
Oh.
No.
Okay, what are they doing? What's Mercer doing?
Do you need to get you need orders gotten
Yeah.
for them right now? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I need 1545 orders
Okay.
from Mercer. And,
All right. Somebody will take Posey. I'll take Mercer.
I got Posey.
Zoom.
Thank you.
Huh.
Alright, General Posey, I got you for a turn. So you continue to move up the line. You can see they're starting to turn to the west ahead, and you can hear canister shot ahead from your own guns, as well as musket fire. Not super intense, but intermittent crackle. And you can see a bit of smoke rising above the trees ahead. What are your orders?
Wait, so my own guns are firing?
The Confederate guns are firing, yeah. The artillery cannon.
And the entire army is still in column.
You can barely make out. It looks like Alabama is deploying into line, kind of up to the northwest. But ahead of you, the Georgia is still in column, marching behind the Alabama.
You continue marching up. If Georgia deploys, we will deploy too.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Where's the skirmisher chip for the CSA?
For the
I have no-
Confederates.
I got him. I found him.
Oh, you
You
did?
need him, Skrutsky? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Who's
Yeah,
deploying?
I've got him. I've got him copied. Canty and Mercer.
Yeah. Mercer is sending one company as skirmishers. The rest are getting into a double line.
And then Posey's coming behind, so I guess.
Sorry about that. I can take 2 next turn.
You're
You're fine. Does
I imagine
someone take
Andrew's
forever to give orders?
We can blame me. Canty and I talked for a while, but I'll put it on me, not him.
Sure. It's fun to talk.
No, I blame them. It's always their fault.
All right. Now we'll do. Don't deploy him too fast. That was pretty fast deployment.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm just trying to angle them when I'm trying to think what they would do.
Yeah, that reminds me. This is a bit. This is still on topic for this, but re-angling units will result in lower cohesion all the time. Especially if they're engaged and they have to re-angle themselves to deal something on the flank, that they're going to have lower cohesion.
All
I
right.
thought you meant penalize them when we turn the unit.
Where did
Alright,
Gordon
cheers.
end up? Is
Alright.
he back with the main west? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Where's the skirmish?
He's just riding back and forth.
So if a full company deploys, just like 3, maybe.
No, just do 1 skirmisher group per company.
Okay.
Dang it, Orange Hand! Get out of my way. You're ruining my shot. What the crap just happened?
Jesus Christ!
What just
It
happened?
wasn't me this time.
Hold on. Someone's
What's-
copying the entire. We fixed it. Don't copy the 3D block.
I renamed a I was renaming a skirmisher B. I don't think I did that.
All right, here you go.
The land is now a skirmisher.
There's. Can't select it. Okay, got it.
If you copy that one, just know that I named it B. That which company it came from.
Would anti-skirmishers begin reporting on enemy infantry to their front?
Where's Andrew's skirmishers? The ones in the woods?
Oh, I thought there was some more further up. Sorry.
No.
All right, I think that worked.
So we got Gordon's together.
I'll do it like that there. Have them still. Where's their current? You know what? I'm just gonna put Trumbull and all of them together since they came up. Posey came up behind because that's kind of what to do is find infantry. So that worked.
Oh, did Andrews mean to go into the vineyard like that?
Yeah, he said he wanted to go kind of to the left to the tree line, and I wasn't. That was the closest thing to a quote-unquote tree line that I could find to his left.
No worries. Let's see, we'll give him a nice view of that then. Let's see, which key? You got
Come
your
on, Hart.
screenshots, Wolfton.
Yep. I can't take screenshots, but I'll.
No, I did
Give
it for
me-
you.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying
Can't-
you can do your thing.
Can't select these horses.
I don't know. Brain broken.
I'm gonna take a screenshot from Mercer, and there might be a blue hand in it.
That's alright.
Hold on, I'm trying to move these horses and I can't select them.
Okay, I'll wait a sec.
Do you need help? Which horse?
Yeah, it's
No,
this one. I
you-
can't.
Once it's this one over here. You got to grab it in the corner. That's the one that moves
The
it.
corner. Okay, copy. All right. I just need to move them a little further.
That one. I forgot,
Okay,
I
copy.
forgot to give it a flag unit and do it in the middle. But
Yeah, it's just.
my bad. All right, I'm gonna go. get
it's all
stuff.
good. Right, so I need to do. Well, I guess I'll.
All right, General Andrew.
Yes.
So you move east a little bit and past the tree line into the vineyard, and it does afford you a bit of a better view because you can see. Looks like Confederate troops are deploying in line at the edge of the empty field, and ahead of you is your Company A, so the far left end of your line. And then some skirmishers from Indiana is actually in front of them. Your own skirmishers had gone off to the right into the trees as you'd ordered. And you can
Right.
hear the sounds of fighting have actually died down a little bit. So there's still some intermittent musket fire, but the artillery has stopped firing. So it's a little bit quiet to your left.
Okay, great. I'll just order Company F, the reserve on the left, to come into the orchard.
Okay, about where you are at,
Exactly. Where I am.
and
That's
you're
correct.
staying where you are for now.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, thank you. All right, Lieutenant Kurowetski.
Yes,
Your two riders come riding back up to you, and
you're breaking up a little bit
oh, am I? Is that any better?
there.
Okay. They report that they rode all the way down to another main road. They
I
saw.
really can't hear you now. There you are.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know if it's me or you because I've been fine with everyone
Let
else.
me try.
Can you hear me now?
You there?
Yeah. Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you a little better now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your two riders come back and report that they went all the way down to another main road that was running kind of to the northwest and southeast. They saw evidence of looks like recent travel, but no one there.
It's not me. Can't hear you again.
Nothing's changing for me. I don't know. Could you hear my report?
I missed everything after they got to a road running northwest to southeast.
They saw evidence of recent travel on the road, but no one's there now.
I keep getting the first part of what you're saying clearly, and then
No one's on the road. Looks like someone went by the road. I'm gonna type it.
Hello?
I'm gonna type it.
Hello? The hell is wrong? Alright.
I just typed it.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
So go ahead
Great.
and
Okay.
say your orders.
Leave a. Okay, yeah, leave a like a 4 or 5 man picket at the bridge. Rest of the force continues down to the road, swinging to the west. Gets her to shoot anything that's not wearing a blue uniform.
Got it. Thank you.
The battery is opening up with K shot upon Confederate positions. If I believe they're in range.
For case shot,
That's what he said.
it's a little bit far for that, but okay.
K shot and then grape shot as they get close. If they get closer or within grape shot range.
Yeah, okay.
Can I help? The only guy I have said everyone lays down. I'm like, well, all right, that's that turn.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Your cohesion is 0.
who's laying down?
Canty. Over here on the Confederate left.
It's called playing too much Scourge of War.
It's not a bad order. Okay, well they're not. So
I tried flipping them.
No,
You
just leave them where they're.
I know.
Are the Confederate guns firing now?
Not Canty's. Explicitly not Canty's.
No, sorry, the artillery. Are the cannons firing?
He's got one. That's
Okay. Oh, they divvied out their artillery between them.
They did.
Okay.
The Union mainline skirmishers have fallen back and they're ordered to regroup with their parent units.
Is the line supposed to fire? Or is it just the artillery?
Just the artillery. So skirmishers have fallen back going back to their parent units, at least on the left flank.
It's kind of an extreme range. So we still mostly got skirmishers firing, and then case shot that's a little bit out of range. So let him know the case shot's a little bit out of range. He needs to either do solid or, well, just solid. Just barely. Wolfton, I guess that's you.
Yes.
And they're not firing back right now for some reason. And we gotta wait.
I'm just waiting for the oncoming Napoleonic cav charge.
So far they've been good.
Eh,
Dismounting.
I don't trust it.
They got some. What's this cavalry over here doing? Who knows?
I don't know what those are.
Honestly, that's
Oh, were
that
they?
might be a good use.
Those were the dismounted guys probably that got moved off.
I mean, honestly, if they take this main road around here, they just have some skirmishers. They got cover
I moved them further
to the
back
Union rear.
because it threw me off.
I think.
Were they actually there? Because aren't all the cavalry?
No. They weren't actually there. But I realized when the Georgia units moved right, they don't have Company A.
Oh, it's somewhere around there. Should be. If you have to, you can copy one. And make
Not copy PM.
Let's see. It should be on there.
I count 5 though.
D, C, B, F, E, E. There's 2 E's.
No, that's FE.
There's an E here, and this was an E. Now it's an A.
That's because I copied them.
Oh,
I
never
get to
mind.
make them an A.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and make them A. It's fine.
E for excellent.
Wait, what's happening?
Nothing. Alright, we.
The Clone Wars have begun.
Are
Well,
any of
there's a unit that suddenly appeared that's not supposed to be there. So that's why I'm
They're-
trying to figure out.
Their Company A didn't
Is
go
it-
with them when they turned
is
right,
it-
or
It's in skirmishers ahead of them.
the entire company.
Yeah.
Delete. Thank you.
Well, that's gonna be confusing because. Alright, whatever. So the whole company's skirmishers, there's gonna be like that many.
Yeah, that's why I asked if for a full company if they should get more than one skirmisher.
Yeah, okay,
So
I misunderstood. Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
that then. Are they
I
firing?
really like.
I guess
If they come
skirmishers
into- if they are they in range to fire?
would. Very extreme range. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think they would. He didn't want to advance, so
Alright.
he's just covering as he deployed.
The Union's firing case shot at them, which they're a little bit out of range, but it's definitely scary, so they wouldn't want to advance.
Okay. Cavalry's holding position. If they come in range to open fire, same with artillery.
Alright, well, I
I'm
think
enjoying this, the depth. And
we're ready.
Feedback,
for
Scott.
screen
Thank you for
shot.
that.
So let's see.
16,
Did skirmishers
15.
advance on over here? Is that what I'm seeing?
Maybe a little bit.
I'm at sort of cavalry because he had skirmish. So he's these skirmishers on his right, and there's combat on his left. Okay, cool.
update. Everything is on fire. Situation normal.
Pretty much.
So where's Gordon at now? Oh, he's over
Gordon is.
with
yep.
Peabody. Where did Colgrove go?
Colgrove has moved over to the right, to the extreme right of his unit.
Okay.
Panzer Tremble is now with Cantry, so he's going to
I
be
can
his.
take Tremble, Canty,
Yeah.
and Posey.
Yep.
Tremble's laying. Or sorry, Canty's just laying down.
Laying
Taking a
down on
nap.
the job.
Ah, there he is, I think. Colgrove.
So right here somewhere.
So Colgrove is on the extreme right. There he's. Oh, I can do the same one for both of them. Yay!
Hurrah.
I know. So I was like, yeah, I can do the same screenshot. Woohoo.
Laziness is always the best
That's
option.
fantastic.
At least that's what college has taught me.
Damn it, Blue Hand.
I'm getting a screenshot.
I know.
It wasn't me this time. I am innocent.
Look, things are usually my fault, so it's
We can probably co-locate Colgrove and Peabody. I'll do that. Or not Peabody, Andrew.
All right, who is this? This is it's
I'm gonna have to
16
use up
15,
quickly.
right?
I gotta do a
Yep.
Duolingo.
Yep. Your people have their screenshots, Wolfton.
Yep. All right. Zooming.
I don't know. Can I move people in Discord?
Yep.
I need to put
Yep.
I need to put Trimble and Canty together.
Just move them.
Okay, great.
All right. Can you hear me any better now?
I can hear you better now.
Okay. It wasn't me because everyone could hear me on the other channel. So
Huh? Now I.
they could hear me.
Go
on
ahead.
The others could hear me fine. So it wasn't my headset.
Sounds a bit better.
Anyway.
Okay, so do we this enemy movement? Do we know if it was to the west or to the east? Judging by the horseshoe patterns.
Well, that's very investigative of you. Judging by the horseshoe patterns, it looks like they're heading to the right, which is northwest up this road.
Main road up to the position where our troops are.
Yep. You can hear artillery fire in the far distance now to the northwest of you.
Far distance. Yeah, that's what I thought. Dang it. Keeping a clear eye on what's going on. Let's try to get into the rear of these guys. Do a little hit and run. So we'll follow the road out to the west.
All right. How fast do you want to ride?
Really?
Like, do you want to push your horses, or is this a leisurely canter?
Yeah, that's true. I can't just charge the whole way. God, it's going to take too damn long. I really want to make sure nobody got around us to the east, though. I guess I can send a couple of guys that way just to make sure.
You still got your pickets.
Well,
at the
wait.
bridge.
You said you didn't hear that?
No, I heard that. I was just saying you left your pickets
Okay.
at the bridge so they could give a warning.
Yeah, I don't think the enemy knows that there's a bridge there.
Maybe not.
Yeah, if they passed this road and there was no evidence of anybody coming up the road and looking, so.
Correct.
The pickets will give a warning if anybody comes up that way. The enemy wasn't coming from that direction at all, so unless they cut in between us and Middletown, which we can't control, for that. All right, we're moving to the west.
Got it. Thank you.
The pound.
You got Andrew covered, Wolfton?
I got them both.
Thank you.
No problem.
No, I finished first this time. I moved them pretty fast. Let's see. Time for combat.
Aha.
Skirmishers are advancing, it appears.
Yeah, the cavalry moved up a little bit, and the skirmishers advanced. So
Oh, cavalry too. Are they firing?
Yeah, they would fire. So all the smoke.
Everyone's just fighting with the skirmishers.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, okay, that's great, but nothing's gonna happen. Skirmishers don't push off anything.
Right.
I'm not even rolling for it. It's gonna stand there until someone
Just
makes
pop
a push.
shots. Yep. Pop shots. Yep. Understand.
I mean, they're well, except for over here, both sides are in pretty good cover. So.
Mm.
I think it's going well so far. I'm liking it.
Yeah, it's now that we're starting to get into our groove and understanding things, it's working out.
Move these wagons behind the line.
It's 15 minutes, so that would get out to.
Oh, I might mess up. Surprised they're not using the mobility of the cavalry. Like the Confederate cavalry are right in the middle,
They're
and
just-
they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're basically holding the line for the infantry to come up, basically.
Yeah, which I guess is fair. I wonder if they'll pull them back once the infantry's up and like redeploy them on a flank.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Excuse me. I would too. Yeah.
I mean, so far Confederates way more concentrated,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see. We're still waiting on McPanzer. So I don't think I'm not gonna roll for anything. They're advancing. Is the Union artillery? What are they firing now? Shot.
Union artillery. Well, the main smoothbore is going to be plunking away at the Confederate infantry.
Uh-huh.
He wants his rifled guns to start doing counter battery fire on the Confederate artillery, which was firing earlier.
Hasn't fired for a while, so they probably don't know where the guns are.
Alright. Then we have let these guys know. Need an effects. Where's my?
Yeah, the Confederate artillery fired once, and then that was it.
That is not an appropriate effect.
Yes.
Dang it, where'd it go? White pulse, I like this one. Oh, no, I don't like that one. There it is, white water splash. That's the fire.
Oh, that,
Works well enough. So let them know that these guys got pestered or losing men. Getting hit. And then the counter battery fire, which they're not shooting. Where'd their guns go? Oh, they're back in the woods.
Yeah, they're not firing. They have orders to hold fire.
We'll see. On a 6, one of them gets shot. Nope, they're fine. So they'll stay. Plus they're in the woods.
So a couple shells fly over them, and
Yeah,
that's
just
about it.
let them know.
Okay.
Splintering trees and whatnot nearby. Alright, are we all here? We waiting? Okay. So
We're just waiting for McPanzer, and he's back.
He's here.
I'm back. And he threw out skirmishers on his left. I guess I need smoke for them. And the Mississippi deployed. They tried to deploy 3x2, but there's no room, so they deployed 2x3 straight behind the woods.
Okay. Yeah, so lots of skirmisher fire and artillery fire. No mainline fire yet, really.
And nobody wants to advance.
They're all scaredy cats. Alright. I'm ready for my to-do screenshots.
Are we good for screenshots?
I think so. Orange hand, move yourself. So Gordon and Peabody stayed where they were.
So did Trump. These are 1630 shots, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
I'm gonna give
Live in fear.
I'm giving a pretty shot. That's Gordon and Peabody.
3 labs. I was unmuted for like half of that. Whoops.
1630, and then Colgrove. Wait, Colgrove's just behind his line.
Oh, Colgrove should be back with the main force.
Oh, the main group.
Yeah.
His,
I meant to move him. Sorry about that.
That's alright. So he's back over here, which means he can get the same screenshot. And Andrews. Oh, fancy dispatch. Oh, his horse.
His horse? What?
He
Oh no.
he's lying down.
Whose horse?
Andrews, I gotta find
The
a flat
horse.
spot.
Yeah, I keep up the highlighting stuff. Sorry. What is what? All right.
Move the orange hand.
Yeah, sit in a corner over here.
The orange hand is the Crawford of this game.
I'm doing other things. Almost lost my Duolingo streak. Can't have that.
Blue hand, I need to screenshot Posey. Could I trouble you?
What?
Could you take a field trip? 30 seconds. I need to get Posey. Thank you.
I'm away.
Thank you. Oh,
No problem.
Alright, all your screenshots are out, Wolfton.
Alright. Did someone already get Gordon's message, or should I deliver it?
Where's it going? That one is super delayed because it's going to Wetchkey. It might not actually reach him for like the whole battle, so.
Oh, dang.
Because it's got to go all the way around, like a 10-mile trip, so we can.
Where is Wetski?
Oh, he's over here. He's coming up the rear of the Confederates.
Oh, so
You
they
guys
literally
think
just have
there
to do all that.
So, yeah, so
are
don't worry
there
about
any Confederate commanders more than 15 minutes from Trimble?
No.
No, yeah, they're pretty constant.
Wetchkey's the only one that has a delay, so. If like an hour from now at 17:30, we can deliver it to him, maybe, depending on what.
All right, I'm gonna go get my guys.
Alright, General Andrews. So I didn't get your orders last time, but I'll describe what happened. So you moved more to the right side of your line. Your skirmishers out ahead in the trees don't seem to be engaged, but you can tell Indiana, their skirmishers ahead. You can see them in the tree line battling. Looks like the skirmishers of the Confederates.
Right.
And there's a line behind them forming up. You can hear artillery fire from your own guns to the east. Not much from the Confederate guns, and that's about it. So far, your regiment's mostly not engaged, not injured yet.
Okay, sounds good. So if there's nothing from my skirmishers on the right, I'll just hold the line. And maybe I'll scoot company G and E a little bit to the left. To the east.
Yep.
Alright, that's all.
Thank you. Alright, Lieutenant Colonel Wetchkey, you continue to head up to the northwest of that road.
Yep.
Fairly good pace, it's a good road. You are definitely getting closer to the fight as the sounds are louder for you, but it's hard to judge with these ridges and hills, but it could be still a couple miles away, maybe. More
sounds.
closer to your north than northwest. But
Go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe I'm now heading northwest.
Correct. You're heading northwest.
Yeah, and I'm here. So now so we just kind of did a loop to loop. All right, put the main body in this field over here to the right, kind of shielded behind the trees. I want scouts to head up to, it looks like high ground directly in front, and see if they can see the battlefield from there. There's no fresh manure or any signs that we just had cavalry pass.
There is fresh manure, yeah. Still steaming.
Okay. Still steaming. Put a couple of scouts on it with the main body. You know what I'm saying? This field right, to our front right.
Yep.
With the tree line, so they're kind of behind the trees. A couple of scouts on the high ground in front of that. Looks like about I don't know what the scale is, but about 100. Possibly about 500 yards. I don't know what the scale is. Couple of scouts down this road to our left, to the southwest. And I'll wait for their reports if they can see the battlefield from there and if there's any enemy. It looks like there's nobody around here, but just making sure.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, all my guys are working for it.
All right. General advance.
Real advance, and I can get rid of these skirmishers. I got it.
The Confederate skirmishers?
Yeah, so the ones in front of Trimble, he said if his lines can make it to where the skirmishers are, he would just reform them into their parent companies.
I guess they're not quite there yet.
All right. Every turn. All right. Mercer is no longer dying on the field.
That's excellent.
The artillery is all going to focus fire on the infantry, use K-shot when they're in range, and that's about the only major change. And the Union has sent back out the skirmishers to contest the rebel skirmishers.
Got it.
Yeah, my guys are the infantry's moved up, already moved them, and then cavalry's holding position. Artillery is not refiring because they don't want to be shot at, so they're just keeping their fire. And
What's the point of the artillery then? All right.
I do like the deaths that the Confederates have here. It looks nice at least.
It does, yeah. All right. Company B is being absolutely shattered, obliterated by the
Deserved.
artillery fire, but see, everything else is skirmish fire, right?
Yes.
I've got, I don't know if they can move that far and shoot, but not Trimble, sorry. Canty's line advanced to fire at Union skirmishers. They pulled their skirmishers in and are just firing these line infantry.
All right. Well, let's just have the skirmishers retreat then.
Sure.
'Cause they won't.
He's leaving his gun behind. Fournoy is the Confederate cavalry in the center, right? Or is that?
Yeah,
yes,
for
yes.
noise.
Where is he? There, I see him.
He's in.
Trimble's going to him.
Okay, he's somewhere in this mess of stuff.
Okay, to make things worse, Posey wants to advance into that mess of stuff.
Tell him he can't.
No, let him do
die.
it.
Where is he at?
Yeah.
No. So, but tell him that he's gonna have to go through. Like when he does, he has to go through horses as well. So it's gonna slow him down by a lot, and he's going in the forest.
Yeah. So he doesn't die quite
Alright.
yet.
Well, so I mean, his whole command's going with him. So like,
Oh.
can I?
Yeah. It's just he's
Yeah,
just gonna
super
slow.
Okay, like behind the horses, or do you think the horses?
I would just put them right in front of the horses.
Okay, but it's 6 lines of dudes.
That's
It'll be
what it is.
fine.
That's what
Okay,
it is. Yep.
I'm gonna put some of them in front of the horses.
I would move back a little bit more. Back a little more.
Where did Gordon go?
But
He went back to Andrews.
they fall on top of other pieces. Where did who go?
You're fine. That's
Gordon.
fine.
Gordon's with Andrew.
So ugly.
Because there's also artillery in front of them too.
I know. I know. This is why you need stacking limits and hexes. This is gross.
Your men desert because they're just tired of this.
All right, you guys move your hands. I'm taking a screenshot.
He's like,
You're moving it right in the way.
children.
Blue hand, move.
he's part of the Blue Man.
I'm out of the way. I'm out of the way. Come on.
I'm blue, wabba-dee-ga-boo-da.
I want a pretty one with the sun in the background.
Oh, okay. Copy. I'm moving all the way down then.
We're good.
Only the important things.
I forget who I took this.
All right,
for.
this is a pretty good screenshot to just get at the whole battle right now, just to have for posterity.
This gun is supposed to be here and still limbered.
I wish I could see the battle.
You can see the.
Well, here, I will give you a screenshot. Let me give you a full screenshot for you.
Well, I try and zoom out from above 100 feet from the ground, and
Oh, you can't see it.
well, my computer slows down so much that it's like watching a slideshow.
Here, I'm getting him a screenshot.
Mine's been slowing down a little bit.
We're sending out 1645. Sorry for my.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
I mean, if the Union just doesn't move and holds them for like an hour, then the Confederates are basically screwed.
Yeah, they have to attack. They have to get through.
Confederates have to. They got the numbers. It's gonna,
Not with this artillery.
well, yeah, they gotta get their artillery going.
There, well, you can get a view.
It's beautiful.
Gordon and Andrew.
All right, now I gotta screw back in. All right, I'll get Trumbull again since he's now up there somewhere.
Yeah. I'll get Gordon, Andrew, Peabody, and Colgrove.
All right, just move your hand.
All right. Well,
Whoever
do
orange
your
hand is.
people have screenshots?
All right. I'll be back.
They're right there.
All right,
That
gentlemen.
I'm trying to figure if that's a regiment or not, or a company or not. Oh, James is here.
So General Gordon rejoins your side of the line, which is the quiet side. You can see it looks like Confederate infantry are advancing en masse up the field, straight at the Indiana, basically. Nothing happening to your front here. And
Right.
so far the Confederate guns are silent, so you're just hearing your own guns fire. And yep.
Okay. So yeah, what I want you to do, wheel or off. You're effectively off of Indiana's right, and just spread out along that tree line to fire into the flank of the advancing Confederates.
Okay, sounds good.
And probably use your skirmishers to protect your own flank from their skirmishers further down. But yeah, general idea. Form an L. Let them walk themselves into a defilade fire.
Sounds good.
All right, your orders,
Okay.
Colonel Andrew.
So we will company C and D and G and E will be slowly forming wielding to the left, and forming like an L shape. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
And then we'll take
along that
along the
first
tree
line.
line.
Yeah, along the tree line at the edge of the on this right edge of the field is his idea. And I'm gonna ride back to. Actually, no, I'm gonna stay here with you this turn. I think.
Okay.
I want to see how this works out.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alright, Lieutenant Colonel Wetschke.
Sir.
So, your scouts go out every which direction. The ones you sent up ahead, you see them reach the edge of a clear ridge, take a look, and then ride right back to you. And they inform you that they can see the battle, a large battle going on a few miles down the way, and they recommend you come to the ridge and see for yourself. If you look, I gave you a first-person point of view shot, and you can barely make out.
Yeah,
the
I see that. I can. Yep,
ridge.
there's smoke to our right here.
Yep. So, and other scouts haven't come back yet, but you can kind of look down the road, and there's nothing going on around here.
Nothing going on there. Okay. All right. I'll wave them back or something. They can just head back to us. All right. The scouts that can see the battle, I will ride to their position, bring our cavalry a little close. What do cavalry do in woods?
Not good.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Unless they dismount, and that'll take hours. And they bring the force a little closer, and we cross this. There's no enemy around that can actually see us.
As far as you can tell, no.
Well, I can see. Okay. All right, I'm going to the high ground where my first scouts are. The cavalry squadrons will follow to the edge. Oh, screw it. The cavalry, we're all going to that high ridge where the scouts are.
Got it. Thank you.
I'll make my decisions from there.
Alright, we should be getting some battle rules this time.
Yeah, all of my guys are advancing as quickly as they can. When I say all, I guess I should say both.
Posey's going to have issues because the cavalry's coming back to their cavalry.
Oh no, that's going to be a traffic jam. Well, he said go forward as quickly as he can. So we'll sort that out in a second, I guess. Are these Massachusetts units on the left actually wheeling that way?
Yeah.
Well, that really sucks for Kansas.
Yep.
Oh, I like this game. If he's going to do that, and I think that... we're going to say that they couldn't see him on the other side of that hedge. Not, I gave bad screenshots.
No, that's fine. They probably wouldn't actually. Not till they find out they're getting hit on the
Sure. It's a shrubbery.
shrubbery.
So I'm going to say the cavalry gets back to their horses and mount, but that's about it. They don't actually get
That's
to move.
probably about right. The Confederate skirmishers are all basically falling back now.
I'd like to put Posey, at least himself, in his first line outside of the woods so he can see, because he doesn't have enough information to make any interesting choices
Yeah,
otherwise.
that's fine.
It's just
Go ahead.
okay. Cool. And the Napoleonic shot column over here. That'll go well.
Alright, time for some rolls. Let's see. Who's in cover? They're in cover.
Hold up! Don't move. Why did you move them yet?
Who
I
did I
don't know where
move?
I don't know where the cavalry is anymore.
Click and drag.
I think it was at the Battle of Edge Hill during the English Civil War when there was a charging unit of British cavalry that got
I don't know where the
ambushed and
commander.
slaughtered.
I don't know where the commanders went. Like, they're completely gone now.
Just make copies and make new ones.
So I've got them right here. Trimble and Fenoy.
Okay.
They didn't move. They're right here.
All right.
Gun
Just
Phone Warhouse.
Right there.
Tremble moved to Mercer, so you can put him over there. And let me find where I put mounted cavalry at.
This game definitely does strain.
Hey, the good news is that they're fighting over a little cemetery.
Where did
It's ready made.
Where did the mounted cavalry go? Oh my-
They're just not having a fun time, are they?
That's skirmishers, but where are...
That's probably enough.
Anti-taking hits, James.
So yes, some Confederates more than Union, as makes sense since they're charging. This unit took a hit. This unit took a hit. This unit took a hit. It's about to break. One of the Union, Indiana, the Company E of the 27th Indiana is taking casualties.
Okay.
Other than that,
But he did stuff back. I won't tell him how much.
Alright, does anybody know where the cavalry pieces are?
I can. What do you need? You need. Oh, I moved them back. That's
No,
totally my bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I moved them way over here.
Trimble's still in the woods. He should be with.
I just need 3 of them, like, where right behind the infantry in the woods.
Hold on,
So
I'm bringing them.
that's fine.
Like, here you go.
Thank you.
James, did the Massachusetts guys on the Union right? Did they fire from behind that hedge yet? Or
No,
are
they're still moving up to the hedge. So
Oh, poor fucking Canty, man.
you can tell him, like, maybe have Company D send word that they can, whoever's commanding Company
Sure.
D, they can see movement on their left. Give them a little warning.
Great. That's perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Don't even tilt them because it's just movement. It's not really confirmed. Tilting like that in the face of enemy fire is not going to be fun.
10 degrees. I don't think it's gonna.
All right. I'm doing screenshots now. Gordon stayed over here.
Was Trumbull moved to Mercer, by the way?
I did not move Trimble. to
Wait,
Mercer.
these aren't real guys right here. No, I gotta get them out of the way.
They're frauds. They're fake.
All right, Orange Hand, you gotta move.
Okay.
Green Hand.
Am I being-
Oh no! Oh no!
Move,
But I
Green
paid my
Hand.
rent.
Well, I'm out.
I paid my rent.
You're good.
Why are
now.
you evicting me? I paid my rent.
I go home
Outrageous.
now.
Yeah, you're good. I'm going for amazing screenshots.
He's being all particular.
Particular.
Let's see, Andrews.
Terrible fucking screenshot. Absolute ass.
Could the Confederate artillery on Mercer fire? No, the infantry's in front of them, like directly in front of them. There.
Yeah, Confederates are not using their artillery at all.
Uh,
Very well.
No, they told me to leave him limber. I don't know what you want from me, guys.
I don't know. Maybe have an artillery officer be like, "You want me to do something?" Or,
He walked
Right.
away from him. He's not even with him.
nah, they forgot about there. So Peabody's by himself. Where'd Colgrove go?
Colgrove is in the middle of his formation, or at least he was, unless he has been kidnapped and disappeared.
All right. Blue Hand, move.
I'm doing a screenshot.
But my screenshots are more important.
I'm sorry. I moved. Jeez.
All right. we're
I
good.
can
I
sit
got
to
it.
this
I
one.
got it. I got it.
I think we've talked to every single person here about getting him.
Try.
God damn it.
Try harder.
I'm making
What?
art.
What?
I'm
What's
making art over
what is it?
here.
700? 1700?
1700. So where did Colgrove go? I don't see his body.
He He's in the middle of his formation. I placed him
where?
down, but he might have fallen between the pieces. Supposed to be like
I'll
right.
do a screenshot, but I don't.
He is somewhere here.
All right.
Unless
I
he,
didn't see it.
he's been eviscerated. Discombobulated, one could say.
Weshke's about to get the most beautiful screenshot because he went to a ridge and now he can see the battle from like 2 miles away. Oh yeah, that's gonna be beautiful.
Now this is
Okay.
And I go to 1700 talks.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, gentlemen. So you give the word, and companies D, C, G, and E start to wheel around, move up to the hedge line. The Confederate line, you can barely make over the trees. You can see them advancing still towards you and firing as they go. Your
They're
wheeled
firing at
sections.
Indiana's men, correct?
Correct.
No,
It doesn't. If they've spotted you guys on the side, they've not shown any evidence of it yet.
Good. Good.
Very well. So we continue, and we'll fire on the flank then. And our skirmishers on the right, they will cover our right flank from the enemy skirmishers.
Got it.
So,
And I am riding back to Colgrove. Colgrove and Peabody. Or sorry, I guess they've split up. I'm riding back to Peabody. Let's put it that way. I want to get on the left. I want to get back to the battery.
Okay.
Yeah.
See if I can just
And
make
yes, you have your standing orders, Andrew. Go nuts.
okay.
Trying to get your stinking commander piece to stand up straight. There you go. I did it. Woohoo.
Nice.
All right. All right, Colonel Wetchke, you get the best screenshot of the game.
Yes, I do, and I can't see. Can't tell what I'm looking at here.
Lots of
From
gun
the
smoke.
Yeah. I think I'm right behind the enemy battle line.
Yep. What you can see, you're probably about 2 miles from that where that battle is, from what you can tell.
2 miles, 2 miles, 2 miles, 2 miles. And what's this? Is this rough terrain in front of me? Is this crossable as
it would
wood?
be. It's probably too difficult for you to cross with the horses. You'd need to go. It's kind of clear to your left, but there's a road just behind you. You could probably take. That should lead you there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I can see around it. Yeah, don't blow the horses. That's my concern because we might need to gallop once we get there. Although it looks like I can get into their wagons here. I'm guessing that far distance smoke is our battle line. So yeah, we'll take the road. Yeah, we'll take the road around to the left. Again, good pace, but nothing tiring yet.
Got it.
They will probably see us as we approach, and then we can speed up if we have to. At least this will get somebody panicking on this side.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
On the Confederates' rear. That's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, Union cavalry's coming up on their rear. They're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. Well, their supply train's way back there, right?
Yeah, I mean, we could. I don't know when to get
I
orders
think we
for
no, they kind of forgot about them. I kind
I
of
would say
forgot.
actually leave them because that's a pretty good position for the supply. You don't want them near the
Yeah.
front line. I would say the Union supply is way too close.
Well, I moved it to support the artillery. I don't know. Whatever. Nobody's ordering them. All right. We ready for? Oh, they sent out skirmishers again. What?
They didn't bring. I asked specifically, did you want your skirmishers to reform into a line? And he said no.
They're
But
gonna get
is-
grape shotted.
But the infantry is moving at double quick time. They're basically screening them as they move up. So
It's the Peabody's orders for the artillery was grape shot enemy infantry if they get close enough. So
All right. So these guys are breaking and running.
where is Trumbull? Where did he?
That's okay. These guys are breaking. Actually, we'll give them one more turn. They're pulling back though.
well, it's also these guys have been in prepared positions for about an hour.
Yeah.
If that helps.
And some of the artillery crews. How do we show this? We'll take one of them. One of the crews is been shot down. We'll just move them back to represent that.
So one gun dead. Got it.
Enough, yeah. One crew.
Yeah.
Sir,
I don't-
we have forced one gun back. Good. What did we lose? About 2 companies.
Oh shoot! I just lost.
Right,
This is modern warfare.
I have no idea where the commanders are anymore.
We lost Colgrove. I need someone to remake Colgrove and put him wherever he's supposed to be. Alright, this is effective flank fire. I guess they moved back, right? 2, 6.
I think they would lose cohesion in that, so take more casualties.
Yeah, we'll do.
Oh, I need to interpret Chinley's. I don't want to walk. I don't want to run. I suggested a jog, perhaps, and he said, "No, not that. Just fast." So I don't know what you mean.
The men will go at the pace that they decide if the commander is unclear.
Exactly right. They're going to go. What I want them to.
Oh, is the cavalry riding over here now?
Hold on. Cantry shouldn't be in here.
I'm not playing. I just I joined because
he's the old Canty. Do you want to be?
He's all can't out.
I don't even need to do that. I mean, I was just hoping to spectate, but I mean, if you want to throw me in, feel free. I just got back from my night out.
Let's see. You're a
Okay.
Confederate, so you can join. You can still see it. You can join Canty's channel or Trimble's if you want.
Okay, I'll hang out for a little while.
Please don't join Canties. I don't know what to do with my life.
I won't join Canty. I'll join.
You
I'll
go
join
over
my boy
your-
Trimble.
I'll
Go
try.
wherever you want.
I'm gonna read.
What is the
Alright.
What is the Confederate
Have a good night,
artillery
boys.
doing?
Not a damn thing.
They're sitting behind the line because they can't shoot through all the infantry that's there. You know.
Especially Copeland. Don't move the artillery. I had a junior officer walk up to him and he told him to fuck off.
All right.
I don't, because the losses for Confederates here are abysmal compared to what they've done for the Union.
Yeah, they're taking.
Posey's moving ahead at a jog in a 3x2 like shot column kind of thing.
You trip and fall on a bayonet.
Yeah,
Well, they're gonna take heavy losses, then get routed when they see cavalry in their rear.
I mean, honestly, what's the supply situation where as soon as there's cavalry in the rear like that, the entire force is going to fall back because when you lose your supply, you can't actually sustain your army in the field.
All right, I'm taking screenshots.
All right, I'm far away, so my hand is not in for you.
Good.
I'm intentionally getting in the way.
Oh, you better not.
Is it going really badly for the Confederates on the right? Like, I don't see as many. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Where did all this
they're
dudes
taking
go?
heavy losses from that artillery, the canister shot, or grape
Who
shot.
could have foreseen?
Oh,
The Union prepared this position for about an hour before. So it's not the best, but they have slight fortification, for lack of a better term.
Oh shoot, I did the
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
person. Colgrove's still in
Very
the middle, right?
Yeah, Colgrove's still in the middle.
Did someone make a new body for him?
Yep, I made Colgrove's clone.
Okay, thank you.
Beginning the Clone Wars hat.
I've already made that joke twice.
Alright, so Gordon's with Peabody. If someone will move Gordon to Peabody,
Is Gordon with
or we'll do Peabody up to Gordon. Sorry.
Oh, we're about to have Confederate cavalry do what Confederate cavalry is not supposed to do.
Yeah, they'll see those infantry coming up.
Yeah, well, they have reserves though. So they've got plenty of stuff to prevent this.
Yeah, they do. So Colgrove's
I
here.
can probably. All right, all the hands need to move.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay, can I finally begin describing the havoc the Union battery is causing on the Confederates as there's too much smoke?
Oh, you can describe it.
Awesome.
Be very gory.
I'm gonna get the CSORs out.
Wolfton, do you mind doing all the Confederate dispatches? I'm having trouble keeping up.
There's a ton of dispatches now.
What, are they
Oh,
talking
sorry,
about
not
how
the
they're all
Confederate.
dying?
I meant the Union. Sorry.
Oh, well, all right. I'll continue to try and keep up with the dispatches.
I have time. While you guys are doing screenshots, I can do
Since you're not doing screenshots, if you can check dispatches for us,
It's great being lazy.
that would be nice.
There's only one sentence turn, so.
Alright, all your people have screenshots. Switchkey. Skrevsky. Wolfton.
Wow. I feel very underappreciated right now.
What of you guys? You have screenshots.
James, I feel left out. I gotta say.
I could do everyone's screenshots if you want me to.
No, I just feel like you went through the list of everybody. But all right, goodbye.
I feel that's too good.
Alright, I'm going to get updates.
Yeah, I'll be in a minute.
Alright, Lieutenant Colonel Andrew.
Yes.
Kind of hard to see with all the smoke on the battlefield, but your right wing reaches the tree line, and you can tell they're firing into the Confederate position. As best you can tell, it seems like the Confederates have pulled back. And but what looks to be bad news is straight ahead you can see Confederate cavalry riding up on your, I guess to the south of you, but right on your flank.
Right. Okay. So my skirmishers must have missed their order. They were to cover my right flank, so I ordered them to do that again.
Okay.
And I ordered the two reserve companies on my right flank. They shall wield if they can and defend against the cavalry.
Got it.
And I will move up a little towards that side.
Got it.
Great.
Alright. Alright, Colonel Wetchke, you return to the road and ride up it at a pretty good pace. You're just now coming over a hill and once again get a view of the battlefield a little bit closer now. You can tell by the scant number of flags you can see that you're looking at the rear end of the Confederate line.
Yes, I am.
Which appears to be heavily engaged. You can see some wagons on the road ahead. And
Okay, there's a body to the far left.
a body. A dead body?
The body. No, not a dead right. No, not a corpse. Looks like a group of horsemen to the left.
Yes, you see. Probably not Union horsemen, since you're the only Union horseman you know of.
Probably not.
Confederate
Yeah, probably
horsemen
not.
moving east to west, kind of behind the battle, away from your direction.
Away from our direction.
Yep.
All right. Again, good pace. We're now reserving the horses in case we have to leave in a hurry. Shoot up some of these wagons here. If they are trying to move east to west to outflank our line, that will at least draw them back.
Okay.
So we are launching a hit and run against these wagons right in front of us. Looks like we're behind an artillery battery.
All right, thank you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, hit and run, see what happens, and then if we really have to move, save some of the energy. Right now, it's just a matter of them seeing us and we're causing some confusion. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Time for combat. Where'd my dice go?
Where'd my dice?
Where'd my dice?
Where'd my dice?
Is everyone
basically-
moved? Are we still waiting on? Oh, I gotta wait for.
No,
Confederate.
I'm still moving stuff too. So
What about the Confederate cavalry?
they're dismounting and engaging, trying to move around to the left, but they are just dismount and engage if they can.
Dismount under fire. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
They'll be fine. Where'd that dismounted Confederate cav go?
They should be off to the left and for a little further back.
Oh yeah, I moved them out of the screenshot view.
Posey's retreating.
What?
What?
He said he wants to fall back and follow up on Canty's right.
Uh-oh.
So he's repositioning, not retreating.
Well, sure, he's not running away, but he's not pushing forward with Mercer.
How close is the Union cavalry?
Well, they're getting on the wagons this turn.
Nice.
So where did the dismounted Confederate cav guys go?
They should have been with that unit in that block.
We lost them, but I have them. Hold on.
Wait, I think, are these them?
They keep falling
that's a
between
horse.
tiles.
Hey, one of Mercer's companies, Company B, is still over here with Posey. I don't know if they want to go over there or not. But
Company B is the one that broke.
So where are they just deploying in the field, kinda, or what are they doing? I guess they are.
Posey is just deploying in an open field on the right of Canty.
No, that one should be over here.
So I imagine all the Union batteries are about to just tear this thing up.
Well, he still has skirmishers
Did
out
they
firing at.
order? No one's ordered a bayonet charge to close the distance quickly.
Nope.
They're just firing.
Nope,
No,
they're
so-
supposed to.
Yes.
So the skirmishers are supposed to continue to fire at the artillery while the infantry moves around to the flank.
I would say that this is a massive loss of life right here, moving parallel to the
Yeah.
To an enemy
in
forces.
the face of the
I mean,
enemy.
they're supposed to fire if they can. So
I would say these skirmishers have fallen back by now. They've taken
Yeah,
great
they're,
shot for
they're not
three
going to
turns.
stand right there that close.
Yeah.
So that's that.
I've had the worst luck trying to get them moved. So
This is a fresh unit, the 27th.
Those Maryland cavalry are going to end the game.
Yep, they are.
This is the way.
Hey,
Well, it's
And these guys aren't firing. Are these Posey's guys? I hear the Mississippi.
yes, they are. He said he would try to fire if he was within range. I don't know if he is or
Well,
not.
he's got
oh,
skirmish.
he fell back. Like, what is
Yeah,
he?
they're-
I look. I don't know. I just do what the man tells me.
wait. So is it what?
Confederate infantry would have engaged if they could. I guess the two leftmost skirmishers would be falling back. I don't know where. I can't select them. Like they're just.
This is just cursed. That's the official umpire ruling. This is cursed.
I'll just do that. They fall back.
Oops.
And request that they don't stand in front of the artillery anymore.
How do I even describe this to the Union player? An entire regiment of Confederates fall back while another attempts to pivot on the flank and gets absolutely slaughtered.
That works. These guys are like shooting through trees. I don't know. There's not much going to happen there.
Oh, they would have done a little better if they, Posey hadn't fallen back.
Oh,
The Confederates
James,
have this
Canty
beautiful
did
formation.
deploy his gun on his left. I don't know if it has time to move on number and shoot, but it's there.
Wait, the artillery is doing something?
One gun on the extreme left of the Confederate infantry line has moved and unlimbered. I don't know if it can fire at the same turn, but he gave it an order.
I would, if it wants to open fire, he's going to hit his own units.
Yeah, he's shooting at the hedgerow over here.
Hey, I'll be back in
I was using the
2 minutes.
It's cool.
I'll
He's
be back in
surrounded.
2
He's got
minutes.
targets everywhere.
Okay.
To them, I got a leak.
I mean, I would say it's somewhat effective. They're shooting a bit blind, though, so...
Oh, my eyes are starting to really start to hurt.
The battle is effectively over. This ends the battle. Because what happens is that the artillery is about to run out of supply.
Did the cavalry get behind them?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
This is Union cavalry right here.
I'll copy that.
So I would say you could basically end it right now.
Well, let's see what James says, but yeah. I mean, technically they can turn the guns. They're finally, I'm sure somebody would shout like, "Oh, the guns! Maybe we can do that." As these two guns turn around.
I think these guys would actually get identified as friendlies initially until the wagons start burning. Because what else could they be? There's no way this Union cavalry.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. No, then we'll let go. Yeah, we'll wait till James gets back. But yeah.
We're about to have 10,000 Union casualties. Sorry, 10 Union casualties to 10,000 Confederate casualties.
Okay. So yeah, that Union right is about to break. So anyway, I think we're ready for screenshots.
I'm ready to get orders from.
So 1730.
Sorry about that.
So, I would say this whole entire Confederate regiment on the right just falls back. I don't think they would think that attack was worth it anymore.
Well, I'll tell them that he's taking a hell of a lot of fire and taking a lot of losses. And that if they can see that Posey didn't. He even fell back. Like.
Yeah, I will say the Union are way too spread out.
All right, orange and green, move your hands.
But I want to take a cookie from the cookie jar.
No.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until they're all clear to do the screenshot.
Are we gonna call it this turn after the supplies are burned, or?
We'll do one more round, probably. Dang it, where'd he go? There was a horse over here. Where did Peabody or Andrews go?
I don't know.
Mr. Peabody. Oh, Mr. Peabody's right here.
No, Andrews. Andrews was right here. I literally had his horse there.
What happened with the cavalry? They're just engaging over there.
I don't know.
Basically,
I'm just going to do the screenshot. Yeah, they dismounted. And
Alright, cool. I'll get that screenshot for them, and then I'll do that when I get the all clear.
The Confederates' big problem is that they're not forming up prior to getting engaged.
they did form up.
Well, it's for the cavalry, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My infantry have been in double and triple lines all game.
I do like the movement of this Confederate battery right here. I think that was good. I wish he had more, but at least he moved one.
Is that on the extreme left?
I don't know anymore. I don't know what time.
Dude,
What is
I'm
happening?
tired. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. If there was one thing the Union probably should not have done this battle is spread out so much.
I think the Union's fine.
All right. Oh my gosh! Green, move your hand. Blue, move your hand.
I'm
Orange, move your
sorry.
hand.
I thought you gave me all clear. Oh, I'm running away.
Now you can do it. Now you can do it.
Three of us, one of them. We can take it.
Let's see. So Gordon is with Peabody again.
Peabody and Sherman.
Sherman. Oh.
Yeah.
That one show.
National treasure. What do you?
Last one. I have watched some of it. Wetchkey. Oh, who's with? Oh, there's Wetchkey. Oh, it's the wagon and horse. Okay.
Wetchkey's moment of glory.
Yes. Let's see.
We all have a Desert Fox moment once in our lives.
We all want one anyway.
We should be so lucky. That guy lives. I'll tell you what.
He has a good time. That's
Right? I like that guy.
The CIC does not. CIC's hate.
right. Yes, they do.
No, he's
It's like,
fine.
damn it, Fox is good for the artillery, or for the cavalry again. Damn it.
Well, he plays cavalry like it's supposed to be played, at least.
Oh, I know. I agree. Like, yeah.
All right. My screenshots are out. Wolfton.
I'm getting
All right.
my artillery or my cavalry.
Time to.
We can do
Terrifying.
1730 talkies.
1730. All right, General Andrew. I don't know what happened to your commander piece because I put it there, but anyway, so you're in the screenshot even though you don't see yourself. So you've moved up behind companies E and G on the far right. The commander of Company D to your left reports that the Confederates are falling back. They're continuing to keep up fire. And then ahead of you, it's really hard to see in the smoke, but the cavalry has dismounted and is firing into you. Most of your men are staying somewhat behind the trees, and it's hard to tell, but it seems like you're given more than you're taking.
Okay, sounds good. I will give I give orders to the other companies that are firing on the enemy infantry to my left. That if the enemy routes, they should advance.
If they route, advance.
Yeah, if the enemy gives ground, if they run, then they should advance on them.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right, Lieutenant Colonel Wetchkey, you and your cavalrymen reach the Confederate wagons, catching them by surprise, killing a few wagon drivers who think they're heroes, and capturing the rest. So far, it may be some of the. I mean, there's a lot of smoke. You're not sure even anyone else has noticed you. There's some artillery unlimbered just off the ways. They probably noticed you, but
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say first squadron start burning these wagons. Second squadron try to see if we can saber down these guns. If can we spike these guns? I don't know if anybody has any materials like that. All right, yeah. So get to the guns from behind, spike them. Behind us, the Confederate cavalry. Nobody's really noticed us.
Not as far as you can tell.
Not as far as I can tell. Okay, we're gonna try to head east generally and try to hook around their right flank, take some shots, and try to make contact with our lines again.
Okay. Wait,
But
say
we're
that.
gonna,
Sorry, say that one more time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so burn these wagons here. Try to spike these unlimbered guns on our way. We're going to be moving east, trying to reestablish contact with our line around their enemy right flank, taking some shots, raising some hell, but keeping mobile and not getting pinned down.
Yep.
There's only 60 of us, so we're not going to do much. But if we cause some confusion.
All right, thank you.
All right, so the orders of the right is charge, with the commanders going in direct. Yeah, with.
Okay.
Then he finally pulled his skirmishers back to form into a line. And then they're reinforced.
And what's his bucket staying behind?
The commanders are charging with them. So
Okay. What about Posies? He's staying. What's the Mississippi
I
doing?
have no idea yet. That's and then Sean's just fighting dismounted against the infantry in front of him, so that's pretty easy.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fun.
Oh wait, no, I can finally describe burning supply wagons now.
Yeah, you have that. I bet that artillery would turn around. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're about to get caught by cavalry.
Ben changed his mind again, and now orders everyone for double time.
Well,
Right at the wrong moment,
Who did?
Jesus.
Posey in the Confederate Center.
All right.
oh, these guys should have been unlimbered.
Well, the debrief after this is going to be interesting.
But, well, you know what? If he'd stayed still, he would have got smacked in the butt with cavalry, so maybe it's not so bad.
All right, let's roll it.
Canty didn't move. He swapped out
Yeah,
something.
I told Trimble that it looked like they fell back, and he's like, "What the fuck are they doing? They're losing the battle for us."
I don't think anybody rode him, but yeah. I told him there was an attack going down on the right. I think that scared him.
Oh no.
The charge has failed.
Yeah, that was predictable.
Well, now we got the 3 batteries, forward-facing batteries that are about to just mow down Posero's men.
Yep. Well, when they see the other men running back, they're gonna start running back too, and then they're gonna see Union cavalry.
Oh, yeah, this is just bad. Oh,
These are the things.
All right, and then we'll roll over here. Oh yeah. All right, these guys are falling back.
yeah, I think we can definitely call it at this one.
No, they can still win. It'll be fine.
I didn't hear no bell.
I just heard a lot of canister fire.
Right. It's because you're deaf from all the cannon fire.
Yes. Actually, I want to get a shot from this from a distant mountain.
Was this artillery here, or horse artillery, supposed to unlimber?
Yeah.
They're not now.
It's okay.
Too close.
Yeah, for this cavalry, the guns I can see like, oh yeah, turn it around.
Where's flank security?
Wait, did I just delete my dice? I guess I did. I don't need them.
At this point, it doesn't really matter.
No,
Yeah.
I already rolled. I was just making sure they're out of the way.
Are we giving them a 1745?
No.
No,
They don't
no,
need
this
it.
is it.
I can lean back a little bit.
It's over. It's
We're
finally
just doing
over.
the final positioning before we bring them all
Sure.
in.
Make
All
it
right,
pretty.
I think it looks good. Let's go ahead and bring everyone to lobby.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What's up?
You died. Oh wait, am I not supposed to be here?
No, we're all in the lobby. It looks
You all
like we might have
died.
won.
Everyone lost.
What?
Glory to the Union.
Can somebody Confederates again? I can't do it.
I was really because
I'm getting them
Rally
one
round
by
the
one.
flag, boys, rally once again.
I saw the
Oh, I just missed
I
them.
saw
the
that you
status.
died as well.
Yeah,
I was like, oh no.
I was like, did we get charged?
Yeah, I was like, what?
What's going on?
All right, is
Glory to
everyone
the
here?
Union. Yes,
Oh, we're done.
looks like it.
All right, here's a view of the battle from afar.
Ooh, this
Top of the
looks
ridge, whatever this ridge is called. And as we zoom in, we can see Confederate soldiers running. There was an attempted charge on the Confederate right flank, moving past the Union battery. They took a lot of canister shot, and it proved too much, and now they're fleeing back. Likewise, General Posey ordered his men to charge double time, trying to catch up with the 21st Georgia on the right. They also took a lot of canister shot to the face, and as they saw Georgia fleeing, decided discretion was the better part of valor and also turned and fled. What didn't help the situation was the Union cavalry arriving in their rear.
There it was.
Yeah.
They could see their wagons are set ablaze and their guns are being captured, and all sense of order has been lost.
Nice.
On the left side, the Confederates are still kind of holding. The 15th Alabama's firing through the woods, the Union line, and the vineyard. But their far left is being turned, and the dismounted Confederate cavalry fighting on the far left is also falling back under heavy fire. So the Confederate team did not achieve their objective of getting past the Union defense to attack in Middleton. It is a Union victory. Overall, everyone did very good. I think the Confederates made some... I think the main major error I saw on the Confederate side was not utilizing your artillery hardly at all. And then there's some questionable orders on who was attacking and who was holding, and the timing of all that. It didn't go very well. And then maybe positioning overall. The Union did good. I mean, they mostly had to hold, so they held. They had reserves. Over here, the Massachusetts, sent some men on a flank attack, which helped turn the Confederate line, so that worked well. And then, of course, the big ride around the line, the Union cavalry, for the most part, had marching simulator, but he did have the fun in the end of arriving in the rear of the Confederate line, which was undefended, and basically being the linchpin in causing a Confederate rout. So yeah, it was fun. This was it's a little bit harder with the realistic minis. Sometimes pieces went missing. It's harder to select and grab and know where everything was, but I really liked the look of it, and kind of want to hear from everyone how their experience was and what they thought of it, especially for those that have done normal Kriegsspiel versus this, and how the experiences compare. So first I want to turn it over to the other umpires and let them have a chance, and then we'll hear from the players.
Alright, I'll go first. So I had basically the right line. I thought in the beginning you guys did well with the cavalry moving up, kind of keeping their skirmishers engaged, and also allowing you guys to deploy, which helped a lot. You guys were very concentrated, which was good for an attack going in. I echoed that the artillery could have been used better in that aspect. But, the biggest issue was not supporting the attack as the 21st Georgia went in. They really needed that support, and it didn't appear. So when it did appear, it was too late. But overall, I think you guys did a good job with what you had. You were able to move the cavalry over to cover the flank attack that was coming in, but obviously the Union coming from behind was unexpected. But as I said, overall, I think you guys did a good job. So that's my 2 cents.
I guess I can go next. I had the other Confederates. This is McPanzer, so I had Canty and Posey for most of the game, who I both think made the best choices they could with the information they had for at least most of the game. I would echo the fact that maybe the guns could have got brought online a little bit earlier. But at least on the far left, I think Canty was facing off against time and a half his numbers the whole game. So it wasn't maybe not the most exciting thing for him to do, but he held up time and a half of his own dudes. In the center, I think maybe Posey moving through the woods was not the best idea. There was a road to the right of it, and open ground to the left. But I'm not sure how that would have played out. I don't know if there was enough room. This was my first live game umpiring, so I just want to thank Canty and Posey for bearing with me. I had a lot of fun.
Mate, you did excellent.
I hope it was fun for them, and I hope I get to do this a lot.
All right, thank you. Wolfton, have you gone yet?
I haven't gone yet. I had Gordon, Peabody, and Bogrove.
Yep.
These guys were basically positioned on the Union left and the Union center. Chief was Peabody was in charge of the battery. I thought he did really well as the battery. He found a good place and set up and began firing. I think the Union position, especially on the left and the center, was extremely good. You had reserves, which actually shifted over to the left flank and prevented it from falling back. I'm going to be a bit mean to the Confederate players attacking on the left. Just as a warning. I believe there was some confusion about halfway through the assault where one regiment fell back while the other regiment continued forward. However, when it continued forward, it didn't go straight. It continued in a parallel movement to the battery. And a parallel movement, especially to an artillery battery, but even just under infantry fire, especially at that range, it's just going to result in extremely high casualties. Your men are not going to want to fight. And we saw that here where the leftmost regiment basically disintegrated under grape shot, and then when the regiment, which had fallen back, attempted to re-engage, it was basically attacking on its own. That's the only major mistake I think the Confederate players did, and I appreciate the Confederate player who fell back, who immediately realized that he had to get back into it, and that was a good play. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Let's hear from the CIC. So first on the Confederate side, we had Trimble.
I reckon, and I'd like to thank the Confederates for sticking with me as my first time CICing, but I reckon I could have done a far better job. I'd take the blame for the confusion on the right. That was probably due to my dispatches. I did send off quite a few dispatches to all commanders ordering attacks. I did forget to mention numerous times. I think it was only in my later dispatches that I mentioned that the Union had massed artillery on the right and that cavalry was probably flanking on the right. And so if I'd probably put that in earlier, then it might have helped. I reckon left flank we did fairly well considering the situation. On the right flank, things could have gone better, to be honest with you. Artillery-wise, to address concerns about artillery wasn't really properly utilised. That's kind of my fault. I did split up the artillery regiment, aiming to try and inflict as many casualties on as broad a front as possible for the Union. So I take the full blame for that. I am interested to know though why Posey fell back in the centre, but I'm sure he has his own reasons. Yeah, other than that.
One thing I think that I'm gonna real quick. I think if you had an artillery commander, that might have helped. That was, just not everybody showed up, so that was kind of a detriment, I think.
Yeah, the Confederate team was basically all new people, so everyone who did the planning and stuff didn't show up. So you guys were definitely disadvantaged in that regard for this game. And
with a new umpire, so I think that should
And with a new
probably
umpire.
be
And
right.
I originally gave you, I mean, you did outnumber the Union, but not by a lot. Originally, you had a whole other regiment, which I took away. If you had had the 21st North Carolina, as I'd originally planned, it would have been much more likely that you could have overrun them. So you
Yeah,
were,
then there would be real fight.
yeah, you were definitely penalized for the lack of players and lack of your players dropping last minute. So sorry. All right, that was the CIC. So let's just go down in here.
Dude,
So
just CIC Union.
oh yeah, sorry,
I haven't
totally
done
missed
yet.
you. Go ahead, Gordon.
Yeah, so CIC Union, on my end, I tried to keep my dispatches to again, first time CIC myself, so we weren't unbalanced on that end at least. But I did have a army that at least half of it showed up for the start, so there was that. We did have both of our infantry commanders were missing, but we did have a spare who was able to fill one of those who was in on the planning. On our end, I am shocked that the Confederate left was able to recover its situation. From when I left Andrews, it looked like it was about to turn into a massacre. With the, I guess it was the Alabama was like in the middle of the field, and Andrews was lining up in the woods on his side. I thought that was going to turn into an absolute massacre. Good on the Union or the Confederate player there for salvaging that situation as best you could. Because I thought for sure that was going to be where you guys routed. Not, as for our end, Wachesky, we sent him away on a very long, because we weren't sure if you were going to come up the center at us or if you were going to try and come across the river bridge over here somewhere. So we sent Wachesky. Yeah, so we sent Wachesky out to scout and give me warning if you went that way. And then by the time like you came up on us much faster than I thought, I was like, okay, well, the entire Confederate army's here. I don't even know if Wachesky ever even got my dispatch, given how far away he was.
Nope.
Where I was like, the entire Confederate army's out in front of us. Do what you can. And then we were kind of actually following you throughout the battle, because I do like this system. Like the view of this, that was really good. But part of it was those flat angles. We were following Wachesky from quite a distance. Like from here, we could see him starting to move. I think the angle wasn't flat enough, was kind of the problem, because the smoke wasn't obscuring us from seeing the hills in the background.
I didn't realize you could see him.
Yeah.
I will say it was not as early as we thought, because I checked my next. I double checked between the one where we thought we saw him and the next screenshot, and it looked like it was just a piece of the terrain. It looked like no change in movement. So
I was following him. I thought it was actually Confederate screen after a little while, but it turned out it was just Wachesky getting closer much slower than I anticipated. No, I was saying that because it looked like, I don't know if the Confederates did this deliberately or if it was us misseeing what was happening, but it looked like at least three of the Confederate commanders were quite in the back throughout much of the fighting. And before the smoke started, I saw him, and I just kept occasionally getting glances of them as I was running around the field. And either way, I was saying, like, man, if Wachesky comes in behind him and manages to capture the Confederate command, I am going to just laugh through the entire AAR. That didn't end up happening, so that's why I'm not laughing through the entire AAR. But still, it was good to see at least he got into the fight, because I was kind of worried as the fight was going on that I was like, oh crap, I've just sent him on a walking simulator, like he's not going to see anything before this fight ends. But at least he got something at the end. I apologize for that, Wachesky. I didn't think it was going to. I didn't think it was going to take that long for you to swing around. But yeah, as far as the Union side goes, honors go to Peabody. I think his cannons probably inflicted more damage on the Confederates than the entire rest of the army combined. And then behind that, Colgrove, his units saw most of the fighting, and Andrew, he kind of was just out on the right, and the Confederates came on our left, so it took a little while for him to get into position to start shooting, but Yeah, good game overall. I definitely think, yeah, if you guys had that extra regiment, I think this probably would have been a much more close situation than it turned into being.
All right, Colonel Canty.
Yeah, so I was the guy out on the Confederate left, and I was just playing it very gingerly. Actually, I was quite conservative in what I was doing, and trying to probably save the lives of my men more cautiously than I usually play. And I was ordered to attack, but then when I kind of saw that the center wasn't really in a position to support me, I think that kind of stalled everything on my end, to be honest. And I prodded and I poked and but then I had a bad feeling about that attack, so I didn't really fully commit at all. Yeah, very, very slow, very sluggish.
Now, were you more cautious because you could see your individual men and didn't want to lose any of them?
Yeah, that's it. I fell in love with them, and I was like, no, I don't want to lose them.
The little Mac of the Confederate Army.
All right, Colonel Mercer.
I was responsible for the Confederate right effort. I think from the very start of the entire battle, I think we were at a disadvantage here. Like our intelligence gathering effort was substandard. We never even knew about this open field here. Like I'm pretty sure we were confused about the orientation of the map at the very start of it. And then when the attack unfolded, what essentially happened was that I walked across the field, an open field, and was battered by the Union artillery, well placed by Peabody, admittedly. And I thought I could like grit through the pain, bite the bullet, get up close, because I saw the Union line was pretty thin, and I presumed that either they were trying to flank us or that they were holding back in reserve. But in any case, I could overrun their artillery, and I think we got really close for that outcome to happen. However, I think two major things happened that prevented us from overrunning the Union left. One was that. Where did he go? What was Chinleaf's character again?
It's over here somewhere. Yeah, Posey.
Posey, yeah. Posey. For one turn, he paused. No, he withdrew. Actually, he didn't even pause. He withdrew backwards, and that left me exposed there.
Yep.
And then what happened then was that I was instructed by the commander not to charge immediately when I saw the artillery, but to pivot rightwards to take advantage of the opportunity. And I think that would have worked out if we had like one more regiment behind me or something in that case, because my attack potentially could have, if it failed, we would have a reserve there ready to attack. So
or if you had done kind of a wider march around this way and coming up over the hill, that would have been different than trying to do it right in front of them.
But I had no intelligence on like what exactly the terrain was. Like, so I was just following through with the march forward.
That's fair.
And I think we tried to keep like the concentration of troops as much as possible, at least because we had like a solid line going forward. I think we should have played our artillery better. So we shouldn't have separated them at the start. Maybe we would have placed one either on the left or the right. Would that have been more effective in that way? Well, those are my thoughts.
Yep. All right. Colonel Colgrove.
Yes, I was a substitute player. I came in a little bit late and wasn't part of the planning, but fortunately, my commander was able to give me a decent report of the plan and what the situation was. I had 8 companies under my command, and I essentially kept the same formation as I did the entire game. It was 5 regiments in the front, 2 in reserve, and skirmishers out front, which honestly worked because I had a bit of a reserve to play around with just to make sure I could put them where the pressure was coming from, and that helped in the end, honestly. The main issue at first was positioning because we started I'd say about half mile back from where our line ended up, and it really wasn't a good position for artillery, and it was never any line of fire. So we moved up, and that's when we made contact with skirmishers and the cavalry. Then Peabody made his move over to the right. I extended and essentially just left it at that, and sort of found my position in the center of the line, overseeing what was going on. So I sort of saw a mix of things. I saw at one point I saw the cavalry moving over to the our right, their left. And another point I saw the mass heading down the main road, a mass of infantry heading down the main road, which was the main assault. So I was sending minor reports to my fellow, both not subordinates, fellow subordinate Andrews and my lead commander saying, "Hey, this is what I'm seeing. What's going on? Just letting you know what I see at least." And it was I really didn't have much to do at the end. It was just overseeing the center, which was fairly quiet. And towards the last turn, actually, I was moving over to see what the main assault was doing over on that end.
Yeah, I only just got you a dispatch on the last turn.
Yeah. My main comments on the pieces, it's a breath of fresh air to see miniatures instead of the blocks. I mean, I love blocks, and don't get me wrong, that's why I love Kriegsspiel, but miniatures does give it a more realistic feeling, and especially at this level of not company command, regimental command, it does feel more realistic to have miniatures instead of blocks. And so this definitely gave a sense of realism you don't normally get in Kriegsspiel. So much so that I put on some Civil War ambience towards the very end. Just like, yeah, this feels right to just listen in and try and be immersed in the situation. So yeah,
is Marshall going to hear that?
He will not hear it from me. But
well, he will. It's on his channel now.
Okay, you're right. I deny everything I just said. That was not me. This is an imposter. But no, yeah, I would absolutely play another game with these models and miniatures. This was absolute blast.
Thank you, all right, Flournoy, cavalry.
So, I mean, I didn't necessarily play Marching Simulator, but I just did move around aimlessly the whole time because our map was so bad. And I had absolutely no idea what was going on. I think I just basically by happenstance happened upon the Union flanking movement and on the left and disrupted that, at least a little. I feel like this battle was lost in the it's like a classic, this battle was lost before it began. The intelligence failing, the intelligence deficit that we had versus the Union probably just meant that we couldn't have really effectively gotten an attack unless we really slowed down and felt it out. Which I like to do, but I know certain other Kriegspielers don't. But I liked I think the pieces look really good. I'm not the biggest fan of the map. All of the modern structures were a little distracting to me.
Sure. That's fair. All right, Lieutenant Peabody.
Yeah. I don't have. Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
There we go.
We can. Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have too much to say. I enjoyed myself. Our team did well. The Confederates did well. I was actually kind of nervous at the end there because I was worried I was going to get overwhelmed. But yeah, the map and the pieces were pretty cool. Change of pace. I'm a block person myself, but it's nice to dip your toes in the Jan school of miniatures. I was sort of confused at the beginning. I was so focused on the scale of the figures rather than the scale of the map. So I was like, why are my guns moving so slowly? It's like, well, the map is, the scale isn't 100%. But other than that, and that's a very, very, very minor thing. Yeah, I enjoyed myself. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say.
All right.
So good game, Trevor.
All right, Lieutenant Colonel Andrew. I think this was your first Kriegsspiel or live
Yes.
game.
I enjoyed it very much. So I think because all our commanders, we were positioned pretty close to each other, and so we visited each other repeatedly, and hence we had a very good communication and quick communication. We had plenty of time to talk about upcoming developments, which was very nice, especially because it was my first game. And yeah, in the end, the cavalry was quite unexpected, but luckily I had reserves. Our union team had started coordinating a couple days ago already, and imagining not having that time and not having seen the map before, really, I imagine it to be super difficult for the rebels. About the, I found the view super immersive. It reminded me a little bit of Total War, obviously.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was a bit hard to keep track of my own units. But yeah, and it's of course it's a bit harder to know how good or bad an individual company is doing. But I think both things could happen in real life, so I don't mind that.
Thank you. All right, Lieutenant Colonel Wetschke.
March simulation. Yeah, this was a good experience. Yeah, the modern structures took me out of it sometimes too. It was a little weird, but the view was excellent. There was only 60 guys, so yeah, you kind of feel like I don't want to really lose anybody. But I tried to stick to the plan because I know games you probably, because you were listening to me kind of try to think it out, how many times I wanted to stop, just leave a guard at the bridge and come back because we were playing defense and nobody was going to flank us, so I figured that they might need help. But the plan was to hook around and try to cause confusion. Didn't know that our line was so far back when I got to the bridge, but I have to give, I think Peabody did our map, and I have to give him props for that because it was keeping that in mind was a little easier to kind of navigate, never lost direction. And I'm glad the battle went well, guys. I'm looking forward to reading my commander's dispatches because I never got anything. Did you get mine?
I got yours, and I tried to send. I sent one at like what would have been. I think I sent one at something like 15:45. Yeah, I sent one at 15:45, and sent it your way. But then your one came in from like 15:30, and I was like, okay, I don't think he's ever gonna get my dispatch.
Yeah, I just started. It just started moving because I heard the firing, but I first thing I figured was like the river was too deep to just kind of come across and help out, so I went around the long way.
No, you did exactly what the standing order was to do, and it worked out perfectly. So like, I have no complaints about your independent mobility over there.
Seriously, you could not have asked for a better cavalry commander in that situation.
Yeah, that you arrived at exactly the time you needed to, and the only thing that would have made it more funny is if you had managed to capture the Confederate command in the process.
Couldn't see anything beside the smoke, and I knew there was some wagons sticking out. I saw some cavalry on the flank, so I figured if I set a fire, they might come to me and not, outflank whoever's on that side of our line. But Yeah, that was it was fun though. It was fun though because I'm like, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Kudos to the Confederate players as well because going into this without much knowledge of what was going on, it seems like you guys did really well.
Yeah, going into this blind and would have been, yeah, you guys did good for going into this blind, and like at last notice.
Yep. Well, thanks everyone for your comments. Some of you commented on the visuals and the minis. Anyone else want to comment on how the game felt going with this style versus what we traditionally do? Any other thoughts?
I prefer blocks, but good.
Sorry, no. Go ahead.
No, I prefer blocks too, but this was a really neat. You're in the situation, and like I said, you're just following, and I'm looking to the right, looking to the left, can't see. You have to use your eyes, so it was pretty neat.
I think I was saying I think this would have been really good if you did a pike and shot game.
Yeah.
James, one thing is add flags, please, so we can pick them up easier.
Add what?
Flags or something, so it's easier to pick them up, so we know where to pick them up.
No, that's true. I don't know why when I linked, because each one of these is it actually comes as an individual unit of 8 men, which I linked together. But when I do that, only the last one I link is the one that's selectable. So when you select a unit, I can't do it on any of them but the one right at the flag, which is a little bit annoying. And I don't know why it does that, because it doesn't do that for every type of piece in Tabletop Simulator. But anyway, it did for these, so it's a bit more annoying to handle than the normal blocks. But
that was literally the only thing. Other than that, it was really.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
I think you did this with pike and shot, and it'd be an awesome looking map.
Well, I do. It's a couple months from now, but I have an Ancients battle planned, kind of similar style. It's going to be a big, a map that I made myself. Actually, I'll show you guys because I can.
I was gonna say I think that would also work. Like for either smaller scale or like older style fights, I think this is the way to go over blocks.
Yeah, exactly. Like ancients or medieval or this time period, but smaller engagements. Those would both be really good.
Yeah. I think it would break down if you tried to do modern like this, but to an extent, it would pretty much turn into just bolt action at that point. But
I was about to say, well, it could work, but then you reminded of bolt actions. Like, yes, no, we already have that thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say we already have that. But no, yeah, this Napoleonic or earlier, I think looks really good.
Yeah, so I've got this map built. I don't have the armies built, but I got a map built for an Ancients battle.
Elephants?
Oh yeah.
It's
Carthage gets the elephants.
Yep, Second Punic War, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's Desert Fox?
I was just thinking, in terms of maps, I don't know if it would be possible, but the old Grand Tactician, if you could get the old 2D maps, and somehow get them out of the game, those could probably work pretty well for this. So.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah, it could.
I mean, if we were going to do another Civil War like combat game of this, I would definitely suggest Little Round Top. That one would be very interesting.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
A few regiments. It's very famous, and I think it would get a lot of attention and would be very nice to play.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Just like 5v5 too. No artillery, no cavalry.
Plus a lot of casualties on the Union side. I'm sorry. At least commander casualties.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They all got wiped out.
All right, I'm taking off for tonight.
Thank you, Scrousey, once again for helping umpire. Any other comments from anyone?
I will say just about overview of the game at least was from what I'm hearing from the Confederates, is that they didn't have a good map, and they didn't really have that great of communication. Those are two big aspects of at least pre-battle planning. Is that getting communication down and getting information? Because if you don't have good information, you don't know what to expect when going forward. Union side was fortunate enough to have a decent map, which was fairly accurate, and most players were very centralized. Those who weren't, well, acted on their own initiative, which was positive for us. But what sounded like that Confederates, if there was more pre-battle planning done with maps, it would have really helped their game.
Well, I think it would have helped if any of their players had showed up. That was kind of their problem.
That too.
Trying to ad hoc in the last 5 minutes is just not going to really happen.
Yeah.
Also, James, I don't know if you saw the screenshot I put in After Party there of what I think was us watching Wachowski moving across the background. I don't know if you can confirm if that's what we were seeing or not.
Yeah, it looks like that's him.
Yeah, we were watching him slowly approaching throughout the fight, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then you can see like the 3 little commanders off kind of to the right of where he is. And I was like, please, Wechke, get those guys to take the command.
Yeah, that was an interesting sight.
Couldn't see who was where with that smoke, but yeah, we were moving east.
Yeah.
To
There's
your left.
So one thing I'd quip about is definitely having some sort of visibility.
Well, I think it would have. I think it would have solved it if you just if the screenshots had actually been at eye level. I think the smoke would have done what it was supposed to do and block our vision. I think it was just because we were slightly elevated that it let us see that far.
Yeah.
Well, it helped us to see Wechke, but otherwise I think it was fine because I couldn't see what the Confederates were doing once the smoke really started to get kicked up.
That's true. It didn't in the end. It didn't really change anything with the immediate fight. It just kind of let us spot Wechke in the distance and have some amusing talk with each other.
But who knows? Maybe you would have spotted your own cavalry moving over the hills.
At some point, too.
Yeah, that's the thing potentially. I was like, that was also the other reason I didn't try to send any follow-up dispatches after the first one there, Wechke, because I was like, if I do, he's gonna have to like go.
He's just gonna be
Confederate lines.
Yeah, he was just gonna be chasing us. Yeah, he was just gonna be chasing us. And I honestly didn't know how I was gonna actually get back to our lines, but whatever.
Well, no,
through the Confederates.
Through the Confederates, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just have to hit the Confederates break and you can go right through.
But yeah, that's true. If they're facing the other way, then we had a chance.
Yeah. So no, that was entertaining because we were just like watching you slowly getting closer.
I think it's actually all Union players left in this channel. So, well, no, sorry, not all Union. Sorry, Dave. Sorry, Dave.
Canty and Florin.
That's all right.
Both here.
It was a longer ride than I expected, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, you did stop and scout quite a bit, which is fair, but that slowed you.
Yeah, again, I was towards the end. I was just like, man, I really hope he doesn't just get walking simulator. That's not what I intended. Like, it looked like the battlefield was much closer.
Hey, at least it's a pretty map and pretty miniatures, so it wouldn't be that bad of a walking simulator.
Yeah, he got the best views of the game because he got at one point he came on the this ridge over here. Let's see if I can find it again. Yeah, right here. So he had a nice view of the battlefield right from this ridge like that. I told him
that was it. Yep.
The prettiest screenshot of the game.
Yeah, that's
a good one.
I'm like, oh, that's far. Let me just get there as soon as I can.
You got to post that screenshot up in the after party so we can all look at what the situation.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
But yes, good game. Thank you for running it. I enjoyed the models.
Me too.
Yeah, good game. Catch you guys later.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
James, can I share this channel now or
share what channel?
My channel with all the screenshots. Opened up
now.
Or... Okay. Yeah.
Over.
Well, yeah, just whatever screenshots you can post to after party, or whatever.
All right, catch you all later.
See y'all.
Yep.
All right, with that, I'm going to close this recording. I hope everyone who watched enjoyed it. a little bit different flavor and style from your normal Kriegsspiel, but hopefully still just as fun, if not more so. So thanks for watching.